Yeah, Baze, we're here at Eden Park, obviously, to officially announce the all-white squad for the upcoming FIFA World Cup Oceania qualifiers, starting next Friday with our semi-final against Fiji down in Wellington. Just first off, how pleased are you to be able to finally announce the squad for March?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a few months preparing for this one, and we've spent a lot of time watching players around the world and talking to players, and just ensuring that we get the right mix, and that everybody that we sort of want to come in is available. So, yeah, I mean, we've ended up with a pretty consistent squad. The cohesion's massive for us because we don't get the opportunity to do much training, so having a pretty consistent squad really helps. And right now it's a really strong squad. There's a couple obviously missed out, but there's a lot of other players that we've had some pretty tough conversations with as well.
And just on a couple of those that have missed out, obviously the likes of Ben Old and Finn Sermon, who have been involved in previous tours. Could you just explain their absence from?
Yeah, so I mean, Ben Old's been injured for the last 4 months, and he's so close. He's probably 2 weeks away from him being sort of eligible for selection. Hopefully he'll play for St Etienne in the next week, but it's probably too tight to bring him across the world and throw him into these big games. So that was unlucky for Ben. He worked so hard to get this close. Then Finn Sermon, he's doing really well at his club. He started the first 3 games of the season for Portland, which is a really high level for a 21-year-old centre-back to be playing and starting games for them is great. And they're a club that don't stop for the window. So if we were to select Finn, we would be taking him out of the environment where he's playing, and potentially with who we have available as other options, Finn might not get much game time here with us. So I think every time we make a decision on a player, we look at what's best for the player and what's best for them in their career and the longer term. What we need is Finn playing regularly in the MLS, and if he can maintain that over the next few months, then he's going to be a really good option for us to start. So I think that was good. We spoke to Finn, his agent, we spoke to the club, spoke to Phil Neville, his head coach, and everyone was open to Finn coming, but I think we all knew potentially what's best for Finn in the long run is that he gets these games for Portland.
And obviously it must be getting tougher and tougher to name these squads with the amount of players playing at high levels all around. Obviously makes your job probably pretty tough, but is that a good problem to have?
It's a really good problem. I'm very lucky, or we're very lucky to have so many good players that are proper options for us now to select in every position. We've got a drop-down list of every position, and it's now 6 or 7 deep almost in every position. So yeah, we're in a really good place. The squad doesn't just pick itself, but we do know that these guys that have been picked are doing really well around the world in different leagues. So yeah, it's been pretty consistent. But there's always the opportunity for players to push forward and take an opportunity when it arises.
And obviously these games are at home in New Zealand. How crucial will it be to get the full sort of backing of the country behind the All Whites for these games?
It's amazing for us that it's here in New Zealand. It's obviously an advantage. But yeah, we still know it's a game of football. So these games are not foregons. We know we've got to do a job, and we do need the backing of the fans. The rewards are the same as the Costa Rica game, Peru game, Mexico games, the Bahrain games. The rewards are the same. You win these games, you go to a World Cup. So yeah, we need people to be there and enjoy those moments, and help push the team, because it won't all go our way. We will have to dig deep, and we know all of these teams are going to go into the game knowing that they're 90 minutes away from going to a World Cup as well, or 90 minutes away from getting into the finals. So yeah, that's a different type of challenge for us. Because we know we're the favourites, but yeah, we just got to do our jobs.
And obviously, without wanting to get too far ahead of anything, but just as a hypothetical, what would it mean to you to lead this team to New Zealand's 3rd ever World Cup?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, I'd say it's. I feel like it's my responsibility. That's my job. I was brought into this position to qualify us for the World Cup and go to World Cup and do well. So I know there's a responsibility to get this job done. That's my first thought. But yeah, if we do get the opportunity to go to the World Cup, then it will be an amazing experience. I'm a football fan. I've been involved in football my whole life. So I've watched every single World Cup since I was about 5-6 years old. So the opportunity to go to a World Cup and be involved in it is something that I'm making sure that we're working and turning over every stone to make sure that we get that opportunity.
Well, Awesome. All the best.
Cheers, thank you.
We're gonna take on the world.